The Lumix GF2 is one of the cheapest micro four thirds cameras on the market. But is it any good? Does it still hold up to today's standards? The GF2 features a 12 megapixel micro four thirds sensor capable of producing beautiful images. The colors are pleasing and 12 megapixel is more than enough for most use cases. Since it uses the MFT system, there are plenty of great lenses to choose from. I shot most of my images with the excellent Lumix 20mm f1.7, which, to be fair, isn't exactly cheap. One of the biggest advantages of this camera is its compact size. If you're looking for a lightweight and pocketable camera that still offers interchangeable lenses, this is a great option. However, there are some drawbacks. The GF2 lacks tilting LCD or built-in viewfinder, though external viewfinders are available. You can find the GF2 body on eBay for around $80, but I recommend getting one with a lens. I picked mine up for $150, which included the legendary 20mm f1.7 and an external viewfinder. Unlike many other cameras, the GF2 lacks a dedicated mode dial. Instead, you have to navigate the menu to change shooting modes. However, this didn't bother me much because I almost always shoot in manual mode. The small dial on the front is perfect for quickly adjusting aperture and shutter speed. So despite having fewer physical controls than other cameras, I found the overall handling well designed. The GF2 does record video, but it's pretty basic. It shoots in 1080p at 30 fps, but the video quality is just average, nothing special by today's standards. One major downside is that the camera lacks in-body image stabilization, so footage can be quite shaky unless you're using a stabilized lens or a tripod. Sadly, there are some aspects of the GF2 that I found frustrating. The touchscreen is not very responsive. You have to apply quite a bit of pressure and I did not enjoy using it. But the biggest downside for me is the lack of live exposure preview. The screen always displays a properly exposed image regardless of your actual settings. This means that you have to rely on the exposure meter at the bottom of the screen or you have to activate the histogram. I was quite surprised by this limitation. After all, one of the main advantages of mirrorless cameras is the ability to see your exposure in real time. I would only recommend the Lumix GF2 if you can find it for a really cheap price. While its tiny size makes it a great portable option, there are better cameras available, especially those with live exposure preview. If you can spend a little more, I would suggest looking at other budget-friendly MFT cameras that don't have these limitations. It has a cool flash though.